Hi Dominique, it's Tuesday. It's Wednesday. I've been in college for 2 months now and it's pretty okay. I was in the room for the first half of the week we were here, and so I was hanging out by myself a lot of the time and not making any friends. But don't worry, my roommate and I get along really well and we hang out way more than we probably should, and that is where my line of stories begins. 1. I've had a couple of people ask me, like my honors program director, ask if I'm getting along well with my roommate, because apparently that's something that's like, whoa, if you're not getting along, things are not going to go well for you. This is what our conversation was like. So how are things going with your roommate situation? They're going really well, actually. Like, we hang out a lot. Uh-huh. That's good. I feel like people don't believe me. Like, when they ask me, oh, do you and your roommate get along? I'm supposed to say, yeah, we coexist fairly decently in the same room. However, my roommate and I get along way too well. We go to dinner together several times a week. We stay in the room like way too much together and watch TV and swear at each other in loving ways. And I'm not saying that's bad. I love my roommate. I just think we have an unhealthy, healthy relationship that I'm okay with. I guess I'm just really lucky to not be stuck with a couple of drunken party goers. Woo! That they do that, yeah. 2. I've always been kind of clumsy, but coming here and not being used to the very hilly terrain, like this place is just like meh. I've tripped several times within like 3 days. I'm mainly tripping up things, not down, which like isn't that bad, because tripping down you can just like keep going in a cyclical motion, and that's not good for your bones. For it's really embarrassing when I'm tripping up things. Like, who does that? I tripped up a flight of stairs when other people were coming down, and I had soup in my hand, so I'm holding on to the railing for dear life, hoping that the soup won't spill on me and or people coming down the stairs, and I'm just kind of like in this limbo of whoa, trying to get my balance, and these people just, they walk past me like I'm doing something completely normal. And then I had the case of coming up to my dorm room and I trip up the stairs and do this like fancy spin thing where I end up on my butt and I'm just sitting on these stairs like, what just happened? Thank goodness no one was there to see any of that happen. I went home that week and I was getting out of the shower and saw this huge bruise on the side of my hip, and I'm like, I don't know how that happened. It's really ugly, but how in the world did that happen? And it turned out it was from falling up the stairs. I'm pretty pathetic. 3. I feel like a lot of people when they come to college, they see other people that they've never seen before and they're like, whoa, you're that kid from my high school, or you're that person from a store that I frequent a lot. I am no exception to that happening. I saw this kid in the dining hall one day and went, whoa, what is that annoying kid from high school doing here? And then I was like, oh, I've never seen that dude before in my entire life. The worst one I had happen was I was going to get dinner on a Thursday night and everyone was at the first football game, and so I see my friend walking in front of me and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna like scare him sort of for fun, whatever. And so he gets to the door, the entrance, and he holds it open for me and I'm like 50 feet away and it's like really dark outside, so I just give him this look that he can't exactly see because there's only a few overhead lights, and I just look at him like, really? Just really? So I finally get up to him and I realize that it's not my friend at all, that it's some guy who is going into work at the food court, and I felt really stupid for giving him that really mean look, so I overcompensated by saying thank you so much, like him opening the door for me was some kind of sacrificial act. Those are only a few of my crazy college stories, so tell me some of yours because I need to feel better about how horrible and weird I am. Dominique, I'll see you when you post. But my roommate and I got along, we're still getting along really well. I've always been kind of clumsy. There's someone coming, I sound like a weirdo.